Namaskar, Adab, Sat Shri Akal. A very warm welcome, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Hope you're doing well, staying safe, staying healthy, and rooting for Sushant Singh Rajput. आज बहुत जगह पे होली मनाई जा रही है. कुछ लोगों ने कल मनाई, कुछ लोग आज मना रहे हैं. So wherever you are, and if you are celebrating this festival of colors, a very very happy Holi to you, to everybody, to your family. एंड में ब्राइटनेस, जितना भी ये कलर्स की ब्राइटनेस होती है, हैप्पीनेस होती है, दे ऑल कम इनटू योर लाइफ्स एंड योर फैमिली मेंबर्स, एंड मे यू गेट एवरीथिंग दैट यू एस्पायर फॉर. आज का ये सेशन एक छोटा सा सेशन, बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कीप ऑन हैपनिंग इन दिस मूवमेंट. कुछ लोगों को शायद ये लगने लग जाता है कि देयर आर वेरी फ्यू पीपल एंड even they've stopped coming. So मैं अपना तो क्लियर कर देता हूँ. I am not stopping anytime. Yes, I will come when I think it is required or needed. या जब कोई ऐसा बात करनी हो. Otherwise, creating sessions every single day doesn't make any sense. And we've done enough investigations as well. So अगर आप ये बात करें कि if we can find something new, I mean, it's a little practically a little less possible. So we'll stick to certain basics. We'll keep on asking the same standard questions. We'll keep on asking the agencies, the ministers, leaders, कि क्या हो रहा है, कब होगा, and what not. And this is what is important in this movement. Now, before I talk about this social media and ground etiquettes that we should have, I really want to give a shout out and a big, huge thank you to Pradeep Pandey once again. क्योंकि उन्होंने कल एक वीडियो भेजा था. I don't think I have yet posted it on Twitter, but that really warmed my heart. So let me just first play that for you, और उसके बाद we'll start this session. This will be a quick one, और उसके बाद here we go.
Hi, hello guys, this side Pradeep Pandey and she's
Paulina.
Yes. So today we are rehearsing a song. The song name I will not tell you, but very popular song and my favorite song. And you guys will see this instrument, the sound, and what she played. So here we go. खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिन एक दिन जैसे 100 साल अंजाम है मेरा होना तुम्हें है मेरा जितनी भी दूरियां फिलहाल है ये दूरियां फिलहाल है वो खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तेरे बिना एक दिन जैसे 100 साल दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिना एक दिन जैसे 100 साल Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.
All right. So big shout out to Pradeep Pandey for doing this. Really, really special. He has been an integral part of this platform. He has been an integral part of this movement as well. चाहे उस इंडस्ट्री से होते हुए भी, उस इंडस्ट्री का एक इंटेग्रल पार्ट होते हुए भी, he has always stood for Sushant. He's always spoken for Sushant, and he's done so much. Coming on this platform, singing his songs, and talking about जो भी सुशांत के साथ गलत हुआ उसके बारे में. So thank you so much. Hello Jill, hello Ayush, hello Girijaji, hello Sydney, hello Vinny. Yes, a very happy holy and very happy Women's Day to all of the beautiful, wonderful, amazingly supportive women, in and around this platform, around me, and for always being such an amazing part of this journey and this movement. देखा जाए तो ये movement actually अगर is being run by woman power. That's how I see it. Because चाहे वो प्रियंका दी हो, चाहे वो श्वेता हो यहाँ पर, Sushant sister, Meetu Di, everybody, they're kind of running this movement so strongly. And then we have such amazing warriors, women warriors who have really, taken the mettle, and they are doing such an amazing work. Again, the list is very long, but some names, some of them you already see in the chat. Girija ji hai, Sonal, Sanyukta, Jill, Judy, RS, Paddy. I don't know. I mean, it's a long list. Mamta ji hai, and sorry, Shalini hai. There are such amazing warriors, and I'm really proud and happy. And not to forget my partner in crime, my RNS, who is single-handedly taking the Bollywood uh, through her sessions, and making a mockery of what they've been doing, exposing. I call her the gems of this platform. Just gems of Bollywood karti hai on social media. She does that here on this platform. So I'm really proud and really happy that I have found certain amazing women. And again, some ground warriors like Chetali, Nandini. Again, बहुत सारे नाम है. The list is very long. So a very happy Women's Day to all of you. All right. So since I said this will be a short session, ये एक ऐसा topic है जो uh, actually a little background into this. प्रियंका दी ने कुछ देर पहले एक ट्वीट भी किया था इस बारे में, that how disgusting it was for certain people to put some of the images of Sushant, of his dead body, on ground in a way that it really not only hurt her, but also kind of showed the whole Sushant Singh Rajput movement in very bad light. Uh, there have been pictures, almost the similar pictures, floating on social media as well, and she has been trying her best. Uh, some of the pictures which are required, which are important, could be there, but not all. But then bringing certain things into the public domain and bringing it on ground in front of many people, um, and more importantly, bringing it out in front of the family is really disgusting. Uh, but कुछ लोगों को समझ नहीं आता, because end of the day, it's okay. सबका दिमाग, सबका intellectual level is not the same, and sometimes you really have to make them understand. So whatever they did, and they did not take prior approval. That is a secondary thing. But more importantly, when the family has come out and said that this was really shameful, instead of putting out and apologizing publicly, saying that they started attacking that these have been shown on other platforms, on YouTube, and blah blah, and so that showed their intention. That showed what they were trying to do and why they were doing what they were doing. Uh, but ये जो एक केस है कोबी ब्रायंट का, this serves as a example, a very good example on the similar lines, जहां पर Priyanka Di or the family doesn't have to even say or put out a tweet again. Kobe Bryant, is a known name. I think pretty much around the world. He was a celebrity. He is a celebrity, and he will be someone who will be praised, who will be loved. Even after he's died. He died in a very, very tragic way in an accident, in a helicopter ride uh, with his daughter and with few more people. The moment he died, uh, there were speculations. आज की डेट में it's very obvious, it's very evident that things will happen and people will start speculating, which is okay. People started speculating क्या हुआ. Uh, and then the tragic site where the helicopter crashed, लोगों ने वहाँ photographs ली, लोगों ने बहुत सारे ऐसी चीजें करी जो शायद उनको करनी भी चाहिए थी, because they were the agencies and they were the people investigating the death, the tragic death. But what had happened was they took certain pictures, of say the burnt bodies, broken bodies, and whatnot, and they kept it and they started putting it or sharing it among people with each other in front of the public as well. The family was already grieving, was already hurt. इतना ज़्यादा obviously किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा कि a man who was at the prime of his career would die this way. Uh, and then these people started talking about how or what could have happened publicly amongst each other, amongst social media पे एक दूसरे के साथ बातें करना, वो photographs को share करना. The family which was already grieving, it took a stand that this is not acceptable. First, we are already hurt. Second, these pictures, these things are really, hurting us even more. It's like, rubbing salt on their wounds. And they took a stand against it. The good thing about US is you can file a lawsuit. And that's what these guys did. Uh, Let me bring this up. So there was this lawsuit that was filed by Kobe Bryant's wife. There was no dollar value attached to that initially जब वो हुआ था, and this is the lawsuit जहाँ पर uh, I was going through this. It says, devastated by these reports, Bright Proudly sought information from the sheriff department and fire department to access whether she should brace for pictures of her loved one's remains to surface on the internet. Mrs. Bryant asked the departments to explain the steps they had taken to determine the scope of misconduct. Misconduct कैसे? Department personnel had taken shared improper photos of the victims' remains as well, and they were sharing it. अब उसके against, she filed a lawsuit that this is not acceptable. Uh, Mrs. Bryant feels ill at the thought that sheriff deputies, firefighters, and members of the public, again, let me highlight, members of the public have gawked at these images of the husband and child, and she lives in fear that she or her children will one day confront horrific images of their loved ones online. Many social media users and internet trolls have claimed to have seen the photos of the victims' remains, and their accounts are plausible given the number of individuals who took and transmitted, electronic shared and saved in cloud storage, and take reasonable steps. So the the snaps of this is, as family member, one, they are already grieving and they will grieve the whole life because they've lost their family members. For the sheriffs, for the common public, for fans, uh, it could be a matter of a sense of ownership that we have some photographs and we are going to tell the others that what could have happened, and some YouTubers, some YouTube channels, or some social media handles would portray that we've done some kind of investigation and we find that there is some kind of suspicious activity. So all that she wanted to cut off, and she filed this lawsuit. And imagine this lawsuit, not only Vanessa, which is Kobe Bryant's wife, there was another defendant. So even she, who lost her husband in the same fatal crash, she also filed the same kind of that. I don't want to see any of my husband's photographs the death photographs, the painful photographs, which would again aggravate my pain, my family's pain on social media or on any ground activity. She won the lawsuit. She won the lawsuit along with the other lady for 28.5 million. She's got 16 million and another 15 million for the other defendant, and so they actually won that uh, lawsuit. $13 million, yeah, $15 million they won, in which these photographs will not be allowed, or should anybody display them in the public domain, there will be legal action taken against them. They will be prosecuted, they will be arrested, and they cannot share such such painful photographs in the public domain. I think, Priyanka Di, who has been very, very open and very civil about it, I think she should take cognizance of this case. And I don't know how the laws are in India, but I think she should actually do the same thing in India. If anybody is doing something like this, sharing such kind of photographs, such kind of visuals, and anybody who's sharing it, no matter if they're the agencies, the initial video that came was leaked out, all of these people should be prosecuted, should be taken into custody as to why they are revealing, because all this, especially the evidences should be submitted to the CBI, should be with the courts for them to make the investigation even more stronger. And these should not be अब अगर इसको मैं connect करूं with the Ranes who have been saying they have a zip drive, they have evidences, they have some kind of proof that Disha Salian was murdered. उन्होंने अभी तक पब्लिक नहीं किया, उन्होंने अभी तक इस चीज को बाहर नहीं निकाला है. So अगर अगर in case if they have the proofs and their zip drive has what they are saying it has, then I think they have done the right thing. And but I just hope they have something. And that's the other thing. Absolutely, Sanyukta ji, एजेंसी को कभी सेंसिटिव फोटो बिना ब्लर किए नहीं दिखानी चाहिए. देयर वाज अनदर टॉपिक. जब ये सब हुआ था तो लोगों ने शुरू कह दिया था कि टीवी चैनल्स पर, यूट्यूब चैनल्स पर, बहुत जगह पर दिखाया गया था. यूट्यूब चैनल्स के बारे में तो मैं अभी नहीं कमेंट करूंगा, बट मैं टीवी के जरूर बात करूंगा. मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया पे जब फोटोग्राफ्स दिखाई गई थी और बहुत सारे चैनल्स पे दिखाई गई थी, पीपल शुड गो एंड वॉच. दे आर ब्लर्ड, दे आर एक्चुअली हेज्ड आउट. कुछ चीजें कवर्ड है वहां पर. नॉट एवरीथिंग इज ओपनली अवेलेबल, or they cannot even show it because legally they don't have the authority to do that. So end of the day, that's great. Supreme Court has criticized the news channels for running gory images and said press should be balanced. Not sure if there are laws exactly. So that's the thing, right? I mean, we should learn, and if there is something like that, then Priyanka Di should take legal action. She showed her, you know, people called her, she got angry. I call it, she showed her pain. She showed her grief by posting that tweet. How difficult it would have been for her to post that tweet. कि किस तरह से उनके भाई की मर्डर की, डेथ की, उन पेनफुल फोटोग्राफ्स को इतने बड़े लार्ज स्केल पे प्रिंट करके ऑन ग्राउंड दिखाया गया, रखा गया. एंड इमेजिन उनको फोटोज खींच के अपने ग्लोरीफाई करने के लिए अपने आप को, they were posted on social media as well, that see what we are doing. The entire world knows Sushant was murdered. The entire world has heard those stories on Republic, on many other radio channels, on mainstream media, newspaper, radio channels, wherever. They have seen it all, they have heard it all. There was no need to create that kind of noise, the negative noise and painful noise. Has right to show disagreement. Exactly. Hello, hello, Gloria. Happy Holy and Happy Women's Day. Yes, that's also another thing. Laws or no laws, where is the sensitivity of a few who people? Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was when I read this judgment. around Vanessa Bryant, who sued the agencies and people, that the court also understood the pain. यहाँ पर लोग कहते हैं हम सुशांत के वॉरियर्स हैं, and they are not even ready to understand the pain. They are not even ready to understand what the family would be going through. And now, if they are showing some kind of disagreement, or they don't want to be pained more, then what is wrong in that? And they have been attacked for that. Uh, Exactly. See, Judy, I mean, what the legs key photographs and all that stuff, I agree they should not have come. But there are certain things that definitely should be in the public domain. But for the rest, like, face ki wo jo photographs hai, neck ki photographs hai, they have to be faded. They have to be hazed. They have to be a little, everybody has to be a little bit more sensitive. I remember, I'm forgetting what channel that is, but उस न्यूज चैनल के ऊपर द प्रेजेंटर वाज शोइंग सुशांत फोटोग्राफ्स, बट प्रीटी मच एवरीथिंग वाज फेडेड, एवरीथिंग वाज हेस्ट. And I really, that's how it should be. And that's how I when I read this news article about Vanessa Bryant's lawsuit, imagine she and she has very clearly said, let me just read again, that okay, okay, it is a little slow, sorry. Yeah. So basically, she's also mentioning about these internet trolls, और मैं भी इनको trolls इसीलिए बुलाता हूँ क्योंकि इनका मकसद ये नहीं है कि they will show Sushant's photographs and try to make people aware. The idea behind them putting this is they want to create their own image, their own personality. देखो हमने क्या किया, हमने इतना creative way से हमने सुशांत के बारे में, इस मूवमेंट के बारे में, we've talked about it on road. And these people don't understand that is the worst way of doing it. That is the most, I still remember प्रियंका दी ने जो एक दिल्ली में प्रोटेस्ट ऑर्गेनाइज किया था. Such a beautiful picture of Sushant was posted, huge poster of Sushant was posted with those beautiful white flowers around him. Everybody had a very pleasant view around Sushant, and they were like more motivated that such a beautiful soul, such a pious soul, and how that beautiful soul was brutally murdered. अगर किसी को देखना है, अगर किसी को सुशांत की वो पेनफुल फोटोग्राफ्स देखनी है, आई नो दे आर ऑल ऑन सोशल मीडिया, दे कैन वॉच इट ऑन देयर ओन फोन. इट डजंट हैव टू बी आउट एंड अबाउट in the public domain on large posters. अगर हमें सुशांत के बारे में बात करनी है तो हमें सुशांत के अच्छे टाइम, अच्छी चीजों के बारे में बात करनी है. We have to show him as the superstar of the millennium. We have to show him as the most beautiful, intelligent soul in this move, for the country, even for the world. But showing him, hanging, or showing him, जो बेड के साथ की जो photographs कईयों ने बना के, they fudged it, and then they have other photographs of him lying on the bed and putting them as posters and putting it in on the streets. That is so disgusting. And I'm so glad that uh, you know वो कहते हैं ना सुशांत खुद ही शायद कुछ ना कुछ करता रहता है. The way this Vanessa and Kobe Bryant case came into limelight, she has very clearly written, many social media users and internet trolls have claimed to have seen photos of the victims' remains, and their accounts are plausible given the number of individuals who took and transmitted improper photos, the ease with which cell phone photos are electronically shared and saved in storage, the failure to take responsible steps to prevent dissemination of the photographs. So all I can say is, I'm glad she won this lawsuit. This should be an example to all the trollers, to all the abusers, not just for Sushant Singh Rajput movement, but for all the other movements. लोग एग्जाम्पल देते हैं जिया खान के केस की, लोग एग्जाम्पल देते हैं दिव्या भारती के केस की. दिव्या भारती का तो केस भी नहीं बनने दिया, उसका तो एक्सीडेंटल डेथ करके दे फिनिश्ड इट। और उसके बाद when it was closed, when there was no discussion, then and only then there were some photographs that came out around Divya Bharti. Usme bhi, her face was smashed, her face, because she fell from a high-rise building. But she was all dressed up, dolled up as a bride. लाल चुन्नी के अंदर दिव्या भारती की शक्ल को कवर करके they still tried to show her in her own beauty, in her grace. Unfortunately, of course, her face had kind of like broken, so that's why you see all those bruises. Jia Khan, her mother did not take out any of the photographs till the case was like at a stage where she was left helpless. Okay, they are not even agreeing that she was murdered with all the evidences. यहाँ सुशांत के केस में तो अभी सीबीआई हैज सेड नथिंग एट ऑल। और यहाँ पर हमारे बीच में लोग बैठ के दे आर रेडी टू पास जजमेंट्स एंड दे ट्राइंग टू बी द एडवोकेट्स एंड जजेस ऑफ द केस के हाँ यहाँ पर सीबीआई यही करेगा। हाउ डू यू नो व्हाट सीबीआई इज गोना कम आउट विद? डू यू हैव अ कंफर्मेशन फ्रॉम देम? क्या आप उनके साथ केस की मटेरियल को स्टडी करके आए हैं? क्या उनकी आपने जजमेंट को या चार्जशीट को साइन अप कर लिया, देख लिया है, क्या हुआ है? सो ऑल दिस नॉनसेंस that people are trying to do on social media, this also needs to stop. Just imagine the pain the family would be going through. I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident, Sushant ke father, he would be keeping himself away from all this noise because it's really not worth it. Yes, we have to make noise. The way to make noise is, there are only two ways that I see it. uh, One, social media. ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड करो, मेक श्योर हिज नेम कम्स अप, हिज टैगलाइंस कम अप एवरी सिंगल डे. That's the best way of putting his name on, like, limelight mein for every single day. We have to do it. Priyanka Di is giving those taglines, morning, evening taglines. We should be following, we should be tweeting, retweeting, spreading it everywhere. That's one way of doing it. Second, of course, some ground protests. With the right kind of people, we should be doing the right kind of ground protests. So that's also very, very important that we help spread the word in the right way. Please post Sushant's handsome face, smiling. Let's at least uh, good looks. Exactly. So Sushant has really, really, done so much for our kids, our future, so much for the people who are suffering. And imagine what we are doing, or what some of us who say they are for Sushant or for this movement, what they are doing. They are using him just for their own high limelight and whatnot. So, end of the day, I will say, let's make sure that anybody who comes up with any kind of stupid or crazy idea of presenting or showing off that Sushant was brutally murdered by putting up his those such grieving photographs, I think those should be stopped immediately. Yes, we can still talk about Sushant, we should talk about Sushant with some of his beautiful, amazing pictures that he has clicked over his 34 years of life. एंड यहाँ पर मैं एक और छोटा सा शाउट आउट जरूर देना चाहूंगा टू आकाशवीर जी, जो बार बार जितने भी ट्वीट करते हैं, ही ट्राइज टू मेक श्योर सुशांत फोटोग्राफ्स, good photographs showing him in his prime, are posted through his tweets and retweets, and that's what we really want to see him. That's the Sushant for us, smiling, beautiful pictures. Let me just put this one because I think I also have few of my favorites, but uh, let me just put this one. And we should always remember that, the way we came into this movement for Sushant, we should give him that kind of respect. We should kind of, talk about him in the most nicest way possible. Tell people who Sushant was in the most graceful way possible. Do not bring up such idiotic, things on public domain, social media, on streets. Create banners, posters, flyers of his body being beaten up and whatnot. That is not how we want to see Sushant. We want to see this Sushant. We want to see how he was, smiling, stylish, an icon, and whatnot. So please try to do that. And thanks to some of the warriors who are continuously doing that, because end of the day, this movement, uh, with the balloons. Exactly. Yep, that is one of the most amazing video as well. How he was reaching out, and he was so accessible to everybody, even the poor kids, the people who were selling balloons on the street. He used to, अपने घर के पास, he used to serve, give money to the street vendors, and people who were begging for money, कि जाओ चाय पियो, breakfast karo, and all that stuff. That's who Sushant was. Let's show him in that kind of sweet way, not the dead body of Sushant brutally beaten up and with all the marks and all. यहाँ पर हम लोग कोई सीबीआई का कोर्ट रूम, सॉरी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कोई यहाँ कोर्ट रूम नहीं है, ये सीबीआई का कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन का रूम नहीं है जहाँ पर हम लोग आपस में बैठ के वी look at every technicality in that. And even if you want to do it, there are photographs that can be hazed, they can be थोड़ा सा blurry कर सकते हैं जिसको. So please, exactly, he was a physics, he was a genius overall. He was a एक तरह से scientist कहें, he was a very intellectual person. He was such an amazing human being, actor. He was a theater personality. He was like itne sare facets to his life that we can talk about, and we can show to the entire world who he was. Not kind of demeaning his entire career by showing these pictures that he was beaten up, he was killed, he was mercilessly. Yes, we all know that, and we have to talk about it, but without those visuals. द इम्पैक्ट, लोग कहते हैं कि हाँ उससे इम्पैक्ट ज्यादा आता है, ये कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है. इम्पैक्ट लाना है, blur करके लाओ. And that's what the Vanessa Bryant also, that even if there is any kind of controversy around Kobe Bryant's death, they can be talked about, they can be investigated without those photographs coming out. These photographs should not have come out. So that's all I wanted to talk today. This was an eye opener for me as well. I know people will troll, tag, attack Priyanka Di when she speaks her art out, and she will continue because I don't think she cares about anything uh, other than Sushant Singh Rajput, Sushant, their Gulshan, who they lost at the hands of this, Bollywood cabal, Druggywood cabal, underworld cabal, and this boy who was mercilessly killed. He will get justice. The family will continue to fight, but if she shows any disagreement, don't pass. And again, it's not about disagreement, Sanyukta ji. It's not like she's disagreeing. All she's saying is that she is not appreciative कि उसके भाई की उनके भाई की फोटोग्राफ्स को इस तरह से सड़क पे उतार दिया जाए, लोगों के सामने इतनी गलत तरीके से दिखाया जाए. Or wherein we could have put in some of his amazingly beautiful photographs, and we could have said that Sushant, the actor, the superstar, the philanthropist, the intellectual person, the Delhi ka, DU ka munda, the the guy who sent kids to NASA, the guy who gave money to so many organizations. That's what we have to show him, and that's what we need to talk about. Please be human, think about it very wisely, और अपने आप को उस जगह पर डाल के देखें. Put yourself in the shoes of the family. If you lose your brother, if you lose your son, और उसके बाद आपके brother की या son की photographs, the last photographs where he's either in a very bad state, if those are sent out in public domain, they keep on popping every now and then, how would you feel? It will really hurt you. I'm telling you. Uh, I'll just on a high level, I'll say, if somebody dies in a family, उनकी regular photograph को देखना भी कई बार it breaks you down. It makes you very emotional. It makes you sad. But if you're looking at the photographs where they've been beaten up, they are brutally, like literally unke attack ke marks and all that stuff. Imagine the kind of pain you would be feeling every single second. That why did this happen to my son or my brother or my family member, and why we couldn't do anything. And that pain, we don't want to kind of aggravate that pain every single time. सारे के सारे करप्ट हैं श्यामला जी. भारत का करप्ट नेता, मीडिया सिस्टम, नेता का कारण जस्टिस नहीं मिलता. एग्जैक्टली. एंड इसलिए गुंडों का मनोबल बढ़ता है. Absolutely, I agree. All right, before I end, I see Amar here. Hello, Amar. Welcome and happy Holi.
Hi Varun. Hi Varun. Wish you a happy Holi to you
Thank
and
you.
your family. I wish the festival of color brings joys and happiness to you. वरुण जी, मैं आज आपसे थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करूंगा रिस्पेक्टफुली
हाँ जी,
इस टॉपिक पे, क्योंकि
बोलो.
बिकॉज ये बिलीव करता हूँ कि ये जो पिक्चर्स थी ना जो आप कहते हो, आई रिस्पेक्ट द दीदी, राइट? इट इज वेरी पेनफुल फॉर देम. आई कैन इमेजिन द पेन दे मस्ट बी गोइंग थ्रू सीइंग दैट पिक्चर्स. बट वरुण, इन पिक्चर्स ने भी ना इस मूवमेंट में कहीं ना कहीं कंट्रीब्यूट किया है. जो एंगर आया ना वरुण, टू बी ऑनेस्ट यार, फर्स्ट डे व्हेन आई हर्ड दिस न्यूज, आई जस्ट टुक एट अ नॉर्मल न्यूज. आई वाज नाइव. But when I saw the whole scenario, no sealing of the crime scene, and when I saw the picture, जो गुस्सा आया ना उस टाइम वरुण, वो मैं तेरे को बता नहीं सकता यार. कि एक एक्टर को ऐसा मिसट्रीट किया गया हो, वो गुस्सा जो है ना वो आज तक है कहीं ना कहीं. मतलब तो यार मैं थोड़ा सा तेरे से डिसएग्री करूंगा इस पे.
No, sir.
कि मैं ये बात मानता हूँ यार.
हाँ, नहीं. The point was not about the photographs. Photographs social media पे हैं, and we all know social media, the footprint will always be there. They are not going anywhere. The photographs are not going anywhere. The point is, the same photographs, when they are put in front on public, on streets, there has to be some respect. यहाँ पर US में, there have been so many incidents that have happened, but when they print out or they take a banner, just go and do a Google search. The photographs are blurred. Certain parts of the body where there has been attack or something has happened, they are blurred. You cannot bring this, and actually by law, by the government itself, you cannot do that. I am very surprised that something like that happened. And this is what even this case, right? I was talking about Vanessa Bryant, who has filed this lawsuit, and she's actually won this, not only for herself, for Kobe Bryant, but she's also, another person, another female who filed along with her. She also won. Okay, you're absolutely right. These photographs, these visuals, while they are important to be taken and they have to be stored, but at the right place. They are not for your consumption, Amar, not for my consumption. They are not for everybody. If investigation, and especially in Sushant's case is a murder case. It's a very clear murder case. In Kobe Bryant, there was speculation. So let the investigators do whatever. And we all know how it is, Amar. I mean, to be honest, I don't know about you that much, but I'll tell you myself. If there is an accident or something that has happened, we will definitely take pictures. We will. And it's sometimes actually important that we take pictures to create a record of what has happened, what we have seen, because sometimes we miss it. We've done so much investigation on YouTube itself. लोगों के वो जो टीवी चैनल्स के वीडियोस हैं, उनके कितना कुछ हमने देखा है. We are not saying that is wrong. The point is, there is a certain way of presenting it. If you're creating a banner, again, I forgot the name of the channel, but the lady was showing Sushant's neck marks. But the neck marks, exactly, it was all blurred. If you go and check that, because by law, you're not supposed to show it in like real sense. So this is the only thing. And I'm sure even Vanessa Bryant, who has filed this lawsuit and she's won it, it's not that she's against people taking, she also understands it, but people bringing it out in the public domain in a certain way. देखो गुस्से के लिए ना मैं इसका एक और भी people will again troll me, but that's fine. Rudra, he has created a page or a website where he's posted all these photographs and they're taken from the public domain. But the way he does it is the main page, जब आप उसको scan करते हो उसके QR code को या जो भी जाते हो, then you first go on a landing page, उसके बाद you have to dig down and you figure out pictures देखने के लिए सब कुछ. So there are ways of doing it. QR code is not something which will be something that will be against the family या सुशांत को गलत वे में दिखा रहा है. All I'm trying to say, or all this whole intention discussion was about, let's be respectful. Just imagine somebody like Priyanka Di standing there. And Priyanka Di, मैं बता रहा हूँ, दिल्ली का जो प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था जहाँ सुशांत की इतनी प्यारी फोटोग्राफ लगी थी, all the sisters,
I was there, Varun. I was there.
They all broke down looking at the beautiful pictures of Sushant also. तो आप ये सोचो, जब इतनी सुंदर फोटोग्राफ, अच्छी फोटोग्राफ को देख के अगर they break down, imagine how they would be feeling when they see these like body pictures and all that stuff. So the point is, there are some etiquettes on social media as well as on ground which we should all follow. And actually there are government laws also. Even on mainstream TV channels, you cannot show it. Chahe wo Republic ho, Times Now, koi bhi ho, they have to blur them. And that's the only request. इसको इतना बड़ा issue बना दिया गया ना. Obviously you're absolutely right. गुस्सा मैं भी देखता हूँ. आज भी मैं Google सर्च करूँ, सुशांत की फोटोग्राफ देखता हूँ. आप भी सर्च करोगे ना, सुशांत को सर्च करोगे, there are certain photographs which are still blurred. Those pictures should be posted. अगर banner बनानी है तो उनको बनाओ. At least let people go and find out what happened. Don't have to be like in your face kind of thing. And yes, celebrities हैं. Again, one thing I'll tell you, and I was giving that example of Divya Bharti. आप उनकी photographs देखो, पूरा दुल्हन बना के उसको विदा किया गया था एंड में, right? Even though her face was completely smashed. Because Sridevi, look at Sridevi's face, right? The photographs which are available. The family was like, why are these photographs coming out? Why are we doing this? But still those photos, but at least she's being shown in that beautiful दुल्हन के अवतार में. Look at the pictures सुशांत की जो डाली जा रही हैं, जिस तरह से कि इधर से उधर लटका हुआ है, उसकी बॉडी पे मार्क्स हैं, उसके चोट लगी है. I understand it will invoke a lot of pain as well for family, but at the same time मुझे भी गुस्सा आएगा, आपको भी आएगा, सबका, which is right. But just be a little bit more like mindful is all I say. Please.
Varun, I got your point and I get Didi's point also. But you have to imagine you are comparing two countries which have totally different population. Here people are totally in a different mindset compared to what people are there. You are comparing laws where मैंने कितनी बार investigation देखी है, जब उनको witnesses चाहिए होते हैं तो वो ऑफिसर्स जो है वो पिक्चर्स को ऑनलाइन डालते हैं, देखिए कितना gruesome मर्डर था. Is it right or not? In your country, they do it to get somebody comes and supports that. कभी कोई shooting होती है, they do that, right? कि देखिए कितना gruesome है, come and forward. And you're talking about a society which is more like educated wise, they are like more privileged. And you are talking of one society which is like जो रोड पे जा रहा होता है यार, उसको कुछ नहीं पता होता. उसको ये कई लोग तो ऐसे होते हैं जो शाम को खाना हो रहा था, कई लोग तो ऐसे होते हैं जिनको ये नहीं पता होता कि शाम को खाना मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा. So you're comparing apples with oranges. That is not correct. मैं लगता है कि I would give them a benefit of doubt that what has happened. In future you should say that it's a humble request. Kindly don't post this. This is I'll give them also, but what has happened. I think so their intentions were right, but for future please mind the people who please take care of the family also and respect them. If they have told you, please don't put
Absolutely.
pictures.
And you're not disagreeing.
End this topic.
You're not disagreeing, Amar. I mean, we're on the same page. I agree. The intention was not maybe wrong. The point is, everybody can make mistakes, and the course correction is, you say, I'm sorry. Yeah, we did not realize. We agree. We could have done it a little differently, and move on. The way this was handled was a counter-attack. Why did we were attacked, and why not Priyanka Di say why this YouTuber has seen it and why that other person is showing it? But mainstream, why don't they file or put tweets against? What is the point, yaar? I mean, यहाँ पर हम ये लड़ने थोड़ी ना आए थे. The point is, while the intention could have been right, and I agree with what you're saying, the point is you accept, acknowledge, and move on. And say, this will not be repeated. And that's the whole intention. Or with Vanessa Bryant's case, इट इज मोर एविडेंट यहाँ यूएस में. और यहाँ पर तो आप यू माइट हैव आल्सो रेड, एंड यू आर अ वेल रेड पर्सन, यू डू अ लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च एंड सर्च ऑनलाइन एज वेल. कितने इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं यहाँ पर, सो मेनी डेथ्स हैपन, दिस गन वायलेंस दैट इज सो प्रेवलेंट. Rarely a picture will come out because they want to prevent the privacy. लोगों के, बच्चों के, बड़ों के, इंडिविजुअल्स के नाम तक नहीं बाहर निकालने देते वो लोग कि that is a hit to their privacy. Imagine this is so. While I understand India और US का पूरा setup थोड़ा different है, laws थोड़ा different है, but end of the day a human life is a human life. Let's respect that human life which has been taken away, and that's my only intention. And there is no personal कोई grudge नहीं है यार, एक दूसरे से कोई लड़ने थोड़ी ना यहाँ आए हैं. The intention is, let's work together, make sure we make sense for the family.
I completely agree with you, Varun, that we should work together. A lot of differences because अब इसमें movement में मैंने देखा है बहुत कम लोग बचे हैं. Like if you look at the people, half the people has already left, like because of disappointment, right? I also left for a while. I said, like, let us see what happens in the future. And I'm just waiting for BMC elections. A lot of things will be cleared after that for me also. So I know the politics behind that. I wish you happy Holi. I have to leave Varun to play Holi, lunch, and then badminton. So I have to do all those stuff. Again, wishing everyone, all the viewers also, happy Holi and enjoy life. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care. All right. Hello, Ayush. Namaskar. Welcome.
हेलो, हैप्पी होली आपको और हैप्पी वुमेन्स सारे वॉरियर्स, फीमेल वॉरियर्स को भी. जिस तरह से आपने बताया कि ऐसे पिक्चर्स आप सोशल मीडिया पे नहीं शेयर करने चाहिए. जब भी सोशल मीडिया पे ऐसे पिक्चर्स शेयर होती है तो उसमें आपकी एजेस पूछी जाती है. क्या आप 18 ईयर्स के अबव हैं कि नहीं, तभी आप उस वीडियोस को या फोटोज को देख पाएंगे. और बेहद शेमफुल होता है ऐसा देखना कि आपने ऐसी पिक्चर डाली जो देखने के काबिल नहीं है. आप ऐसे डालें जो देखने के काबिल हो.
Exactly.
रेप केसेस वाला भी होता है, मर्डर होता है.
I know. नहीं, यहाँ पर तो आप and we all have seen, यहाँ YouTube पे जब हम कुछ डालते हैं, अभी थंबनेल ही ऐसा अगर डाल दें तो थंबनेल ही रिपोर्ट तो नहीं, थंबनेल ही वो हो जाता है, ब्लॉक हो जाता है, एंड दे सेंड यू नोटिफिकेशन. वीडियो का अगर हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन में कुछ ऐसा लिख दिया वो हो जाता है. अगर मैं फोटोग्राफ डाल दूं सुशांत की वो बॉडी वाली, दिस वीडियो विल ऑटोमेटिकली बिकम 18 एंड अबव. आई मीन सारे लॉज हैं, देयर आर गाइडलाइंस अराउंड एवरीथिंग. ऑल वी हैव टू डू इज वी जस्ट नीड टू फॉलो इट. बट लोग बस अपने ईगो में और अपने सेल्फिशनेस में दे फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग.
और एक टाइम ऐसा आया था कि राहुल गांधी ने एक फोटो डाल दिया था एक रेप पीड़िता की माँ का, जो कि उन पर आया वो हो गया, फाइल हो गया था. बहुत 2020 की बात है ये, अगर आपको याद हो.
किसका डाला था?
एक रेप पीड़िता की माँ का.
अच्छा.
दिल्ली के अंदर शायद. तो लोगों ने बवंडर मचा दिया कि ये क्या है, ये ऐसे कोई नाम थोड़ा सर्कुलेट करता है किसी का. उन पर पॉस को एक्ट लगना चाहिए.
I agree, and that's what the whole intention was इस सेशन का भी. जब मैंने पढ़ा कि किस तरह से कोबी ब्रायंट की वाइफ ने ये एक केस किया और जीता, सिर्फ इसके अंदर ये पॉइंट नहीं है कि कितने $million वो जीती, एंड आई डोंट थिंक उसके भी इंटेंशन पैसे कमाने का था. उनके इंटेंशन बड़ा सिंपल था कि उनके हस्बैंड की, उनकी बेटी की डेड बॉडीज, बर्न्ट बॉडीज, जो ब्रूटली बर्न हुई, टूटी या जो भी हुआ है हेलीकॉप्टर क्रैश में, those should not come out in the public domain. And the image जो बनी हुई है, जो एक impression, जो एक visual है around Kobe Bryant, the great Kobe Bryant का, that should not suffer. और हमें वही चीज सुशांत के लिए सोचना चाहिए कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत, the superstar, the amazingly talented and the good looking actor he was, he should be remembered that way. अभी आज की डेट में जब भी हम सुशांत के बारे में बात करते हैं तो वो वाले विजुअल्स आ जाते हैं आज की डेट सामने, जो उसकी रूम में बॉडी पड़ी है इन शॉर्ट्स एंड टी शर्ट. दैट्स नॉट द सुशांत वी वांट टू रिमेंबर. That's a sad part of his life, that it had to end in that way. But more importantly, it is the great Sushant that we want to remember. So, all right, कुछ और कहना चाहोगे सुशांत कह रहा हूँ, आयुष?
नहीं नहीं नहीं
All right, thank you so much again. एक बार फिर से आपको really happy and know who are in our surrounding as well. Very happy to say लोग यहाँ सोशल मीडिया पे, चैनल पे बाद में देखेंगे सबको. Very happy day. May God bless you and keep roaring.
हैप्पी होली आपको भी.
All right, thank you. Now, before I end this, I'm gonna play the same clip one more time. Thank you, एक बार फिर से Pradeep. You really made my day. Every time I hear you, anyways, makes me feel very happy. But doing this for our Sushant really was very special. So I'm gonna play this for all of us.
Hi, hello guys. This side Pradeep Pandey, and she's
Paulina.
yes. So today we are rehearsing a song. The song name I will not tell you, but very popular song and my favorite song. And you guys will see this instrument, the sound, and what she played. So here we go. खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिन एक दिन जैसे 100 साल है अंजाम है मेरा होना तुम्हें है मेरा जितनी भी हो दूरियां फिलहाल है ये दूरियां फिलहाल है वो खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तेरे बिना एक दिन जैसे 100 साल दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिना एक दिन जैसे 100 साल Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. God bless. Keep rooting for Sushant, and let's be very respectful to Sushant, this movement, and his family. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and justice for SSR. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.